Aloha Hour.
Hawaii. That's all I got. I don't know the rest of the song. Aloha, everyone. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, whatever the case may be, wherever you are on the planet. It's the Aloha Hour. Once again, here with my good and gray-haired friend, Edwin Boyette.
You will notice I'm unusually wearing some headphones here.
Rock on.
And well, the reason I'm wearing headphones is because my little dog is a tiger.
Your
She's a-
little tiger tore up your stuff.
yeah, she's a biter and a chewer and a chewer and a biter. Anthem 21X says Boomer Hour, Boomer Power.
Absolutely. We're going to boom it up, baby.
Hail Boomer campaign.
Gonna boom it on up. Boom.
To the sky. Deluxe retirement home.
You know what? Well, I am not retired, therefore I will be drawing as we speak. So forgive me if you have to look at the top of my head.
Hey, you know that old pithy saying that says you can't fight City Hall?
Yeah.
I went down to City Hall today and told them what's up.
Oh, yeah?
And they were like, "Oh, we see your point. Yeah. We're doing. I'm actually helping to renovate the roof on. It's called Honolulu Hale, Hale, which is house. So the city hall is called Honolulu House.
Just before you go on, and purely out of curiosity, did you also shoot the sheriff?
I did not shoot the sheriff.
How about the deputy?
Well, I don't want to incriminate myself. I'll plead the fifth.
I shot the sheriff.
But,
So go on with your Honolulu tales.
Yeah, so they want us. We put in a proposal to do this thing, and their contracting me moves at like this the pace of a glacier, and so they said they said they wanted us to do it on what's called force account. Now, force account, well, to be honest, it sucks because your markup and your profit is severely constrained. And what we found, our overhead is so high because of the type of work we do. When we do force account work, we lose money. And I told them, I'm like, I want to do this work. I want to make City Hall look nice. But if you try and make me do it force account, I'm paying to do work, and I'm not really too excited about paying to do work.
You're not a good socialist. Don't you understand that you must pay so that other people can have money and you cannot?
Oh, we've already got a bunch. We've already got a bunch of comments. Let's see. Comic Book Bob says, like and share it. Off to the gym. Good man. I wish you were here, but going to the gym is a good thing. Michael Beacon says, yo, just sold one of my higher tiers on 7 Legions. Someone wants to appear in my book. Congratulations, man.
Oh, nice.
I'll get one of the mods, if you would, please link 7 Legions in the chat. If you don't know where it's at, I'll go get it. Let's see. Got a question from Tatooini. Blacklist Universe just heard from Shipman that you received his Packins Land Omnibus. How is it? I'm excited to get mine.
Well, I don't think that was Gary's place to tell you. Sharing my information. Where is it? Where's my Packins Land? I think one of the kids might have taken it or something. Yeah, it's thick. I haven't had a chance to read it yet. Okay. Haven't had a chance to read it yet, so it looks great. Looks like Gary's beautiful artwork, and Mike has not been lifting. Serena, I have not been lifting. It's just I have all these like thick t-shirts, and it's warm, so it's like once all my thin t-shirts are in the laundry. Tank top time. or Hawaiian shirt time. But yeah, Gary's book looks good. Is Packing's Land about squirrels? I know. Sorry. Squirrel. What? It's good. Do you want me to flip through it here? Here, hand me Packing's Land. I mean, look at this thing. It is.
Did not shoot the deputy.
Phone book. I don't have time to read this.
Whoa, good Lord.
Right?
That
and he
is...
did ship it to me as requested in a cereal box.
I love it.
He did.
I love it.
He said he was going to do it as a joke, and I'm like, you better ship that to me in a cereal box. And so,
Fruity Pebbles.
there it is.
How much cereal does the Shipman family
I
eat,
have
man?
no idea.
They are some cereal eating fools.
Yeah.
Let's see. Lou says, Mike and Edwin, hey mates, how's your day been? Pretty good. Pretty good.
Not bad. I am through. I'm still penciling page 21. Finished 20 yesterday. So I am moving right along on Monster Hunt. Tattoony says, let's do a reading. I think you're missing the point where I said I have to work. I can talk and work. I cannot review comics and work at the same time.
I can read you some Lone Star, but that's about it. Hey man, I saw and Cyrena, don't mean to embarrass you. I saw you were having some health problems. I hope you're okay, and I hope the VA is doing their thing.
What's going on?
Sound like some chronic fatigue and some service connected stuff, but the VA is kind of
the VA being the VA.
Yeah, you've really got a jam on the VA.
I thought Trump was fixing that.
Well, here's the deal, man. We've been at war. We've been at war for the longest period in America's history.
Jeez.
Right, and there's only so many VA facilities, and you think now you've got all the Vietnam vets are getting fairly old, and then you've got this whole generation of GO4 vets,
Yeah.
GO4 and Afghanistan vets. Just a lot of my friends have just got chewed up. I mean, shot up, burned up, blown up.
And it's funny when you say Gulf War, you're talking about how many conflicts.
Yeah. So you can pass all the laws you want, but unless there's more facilities, and I imagine for every actual physician, there's probably 20 administrative staff and helpers. Yeah. Cyrena Sketches says, when I go to the VA, I see vets of all ages, from 80 plus to 20 something. I can't imagine there's many World War II vets left. It's gonna be.
Yeah, you're getting down to the ones that lied to get in early.
Yeah, and then managed to live to 100.
Yeah.
Well, you might have some in the early 90s yet, but let's see, 1945. That is 74 years ago.
74 right? Plus 18.
Yeah, so even if they're catching at the end, they're 92, man.
Yeah, jeez. Yeah, so you're legit just getting a lot of sneakers getting in there. Oh yeah, I'm 18. Son, you are not 18.
There were a few that did that.
You are not 18. Here's your uniform. Update on the Meg 3-pack. So today I did pull the trigger and pulled the books from Bill. I hate to do it, but I got to get these things done. And so I actually have, after I'm done with this page, I have a Six Gun Samurai book to review from my printer, who's volunteered to do the InDesign work himself. So we are moving. Now updatable information. I'm not gonna post until I have concrete information on when this thing is going to print. I'm not gonna do another update because I don't like updates with non-information or minimal information. It just feels like I don't know. What do you guys think in the chat? Would you rather have some update with like, hey, sorry, but you know, I still don't have a time for you, or I don't know. Maybe I just don't pay if I order something, I just don't pay attention until it shows up. That's, it's like, oh, it's 6 months late. I've ordered lots of 6 months late stuff at this point, and I just don't. It's like when it shows up, it shows up. But I know some people get a little persnickety. I actually got somebody canceled the Meg 3-pack and Lone Star 2 today. So I don't know. Maybe it was my breath. Yeah. Oh, you know what it might have been? Somebody on Instagram or somebody on Twitter, Vailnid, asked because I made a comment about how sketch therapy was driving people out of Comicsgate. He asked if I'm Comicsgate again. Like, no, I don't flip-flop. My definition of Comicsgate, I'm not Comicsgate. Of course, by my definition of Comicsgate, Ethan's not Comicsgate either. So that's just how it works.
Yeah. You know what, man? There's so many good books out there. I don't know if I told you, but I looked on Kickstarter. There were 230 some active projects. On Indiegogo, if I go to just launched, I'll find 12 books plus everybody else's stuff who's been in demand. There are a select number of cool books that I encounter. I kind of sift through like small indie publishers. But here's the deal. Guys who like indie books are more likely to take a chance on some of these Kickstarters, some of these Indiegogos. And if we can cross-pollinate these audiences, people who are looking for a different experience, there's a world of great fans out there who would probably love Lone Star, love all these other books. They just haven't come across it yet.
Right.
But what they do come across sometimes is all the negativity about stuff. So I'm just trying to connect with as many different people as I can, show them projects. We read some Lone Star to a different, hopefully some slightly different audience. And then you remember that Ronin book I showed you?
Yeah.
He got a pretty good pledge from somebody. He's only got $70 to go.
Oh, nice. Very nice. Yeah, I think I might have gotten a couple backers from that reading.
Here, let me put sometimes Kickstarter links are kind of funny in here. There's a book here called Ronin. Did anybody post Seven Legion for Michael Beacon? Because that's another good one. T-Bird and Throttle, he's trucking along. Josh Howard. Tell you what, let me say hello to my wife real quick, and then we read Lone Star the other day, so I don't know if I want to read Lone Star again. But I also have Six Gun Samurai up in Comixology. I could go through that, or I could go through Deal with the Devil.
All right.
Which would you prefer to hear since you're working?
I don't know. Who did I just... Oh, I just watched someone do Deal with the Devil. Oh, it was Crypto.
Yeah.
Crypto just did Deal with the Devil. So let's go Six Gun.
Okay. All right. I will be right back, and then we'll go through Six Gun Samurai.
Well, gosh, let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. What's up, Wendy? I will see you tomorrow. I better double check that with my wife, make sure she doesn't need the car. You're good, Mike. You have been consistent from the beginning. Sketch is toxic. Indeed. In my opinion, everyone outside and within CG that makes non-SJW books, I hope to succeed. to overthrow the SJW Marvel. That's all of our goal. My goal is to create a universe, a whole universe. So should be fun. Withheld says unrelated comment. No, it's because wait. I feel like that's a conversation. Oh, here. Let me. Evening. What's up, Rainbolt? What's up, Jim? Hikaru says, these people, man, I don't like some of their favorite creators, but I won't waste my time making videos. Devil Sunburn says, blacklisted. Matt V says, I appreciate all updates. Otherwise, I feel that they don't care. All info is good info, even if it's about a delay. Staying informed is important. All right. Well, maybe I'll pop one up. I just want to get something more solid from my printer. I want to give you guys good news. It's Bill's not even responding at this point. So I don't know if he's in the hospital. He's not responding on mail. He's not responding on Facebook. I don't know if he's back in the hospital. For all I know, something really bad could be happening. And I hate to say Malin is right, but it's at this point it's costing me money because the longer that goes, the harder it's going to be for me to fulfill and get paid. And it's a hard position. I love the guy. I've been working with him for years, and I don't want to pull it from him. But at this point, I don't really have an option. So, oh yeah, and you guys are saying that. You had the full Meg campaign from him. That couldn't have been easy. It's not. I haven't even heard back from him in that I was pulling it from him. So, yeah. All right. Jumping back down. Apologies if you're messing up. You're not messing up. Withheld? I don't know what you're talking about. I'd go. Black Universe. I'd months go by without an update. I worry they've forgotten or given up on it. Okay, well, all right.
Well, hang on. Let me show T-Bird and Throttle real quick. Then I'll get into Lone Star, or not Lone Star, but Six Gun Samurai, man. Where's it at? Because I want. Let's see. All right, get out of here and share screen. Application window, because he's doing so good with this thing, man. Edwin Boyd screen. All right. All right, this is T-Bird in Throttle, and been kind of stoked about this one. Josh Howard is kind of a quiet guy, but man, these so I finally understand these covers he did. These are for the reprints. So he went and made all these tribute covers. He did the She-Hulk, the Dark Knight, and that New Mutants. I guess it would help if I linked the book in the chat, but he is zooming right along, man.
Yeah.
Zuma. Well, where is my YouTube window? I got so many crazy windows open. There it is. Hey, there's Kyung Lee. Yeah, man.
What's up, yeah?
I am so happy. Hopefully some of y'all have gotten a chance to page through that now, because that is really good stuff. All right, so that's T-Bird and Throttle.
You mean page through this?
Yep. That's the story is good, man.
I haven't had a chance to read it, but it does look good, man. It looks really good. I unboxed it today during my cross-examination. So,
all right, Six Gun Samurai.
Kyung, if you want to come on, let me know.
Six Gun Samurai. All right, I've got about 60 tabs open.
How it works.
This is the Comixology version, but it works for reading. All right, so created by. What did I do with my crazy coffee? I'm a knucklehead. I think I took it with me. Hang on.
That knucklehead always losing his coffee. All right, I'm just gonna drop into the blacklist room. Where's the blacklist green room? All right. If anybody wants to pop in, they can pop in. Paste.
All right, so created by Mike S. Miller, the Smiller, written by Sean Jordan. How much of the writing did you do, or how much of the plotting did you do?
Oh gosh, that's hard to say. I came up with the original story idea and then just sort of handed off to Sean and then went through and edited it after the fact and changed what I thought needed to be changed. So it wasn't like we were constantly handing it back and forth, but I did end up writing the whole last issue by myself.
Just because the part of the pastor and stuff really feels like your influence. All right,
I can tend to be a heavy-handed editor.
All right, now the good news is this is eventually going to get tied in to the Blacklist universe, and so that's going to be fun. One more of the million things to do.
Yeah.
All right, and how's my volume? Am I coming across pretty clear?
Crystal.
All right. Let's see. Morte has a comment. He says, then you can't say anything to Sketch because of the injury. Would a therapist approve of his interactions in a public forum? I doubt it. Yeah, there's a point, but don't want to pile on the man. All right, St. Louis, 1896. Again, we are reading from Six Gun Samurai. Whiskey. I don't think so, son. I said whiskey, barkeep. You can keep the change. And I said no. This is a respectable place. We don't serve outlaws, and we don't serve kids. Way it looks to me, you're both. Now get out. You ain't my paw. Don't tell me what to do. Have it your way, son. You can leave face first or feet first. Your choice. Slicked. Oh, I'm going to have to make this bigger. I'm going to have to make this bigger.
Ice cream.
Did you eat dinner?
No.
Why are you eating ice cream?
I'm 18 years old.
All right. So just in case it's a little bit too small, he drew his sword, cut the barrel right off the gun, and then followed it up with a pistol shot.
Try it.
Is that a JoJo?
No, it's Elijah.
I'm trying to see if I can sing in the key of E.
Well, go singing in the key in another room.
Gonna sing in the key of Knuckle Sandwich.
Seriously. 18 now, I can do that legally.
Nice. Nice.
Get arrested for it.
Nice. And Elijah's asking himself, I wonder if I can take that. If you're wondering, you probably can't.
I couldn't take him down, but I could put up a fight. Hello, sorry.
All right, so slicked. Bang, bang. The samurai steel. Ain't none other like it. And trust me when I say I'd have no trouble slicing your fat carcass in half. That's enough, son. You've already put the fear of God in this man. And for what? He's just trying to keep the law. Have you looked in a mirror lately? You come in here beat up, bloody, carrying more weapons than any sane human being should ever need. And you practically kill a man over a bottle of whiskey. Is this who you really are? Is this what you're about? Didn't whoever gave you that sword teach you about Bushido? What do you know about Bushido? I know lots of things. I know you've had a pretty rotten day. I know you aren't really an outlaw. And I know you don't want to go to jail for scaring the pants off of Chuck here.
Freaking Chuck.
Chuck. And how do you know all this? Well, that's hard to explain. Let's just say the good Lord gave me the ability to read people. And looking at you, I see someone who's worked hard and fought hard, but failed to find what he's looking for. But whatever went wrong in the past, it isn't worth throwing away your future. All right, Father. You're making sense. I'll be on my way then. Not so fast, son. You had a little altercation with the barkeep, and I'd imagine he's going to want to call the sheriff to sort this mess out. Yep. Chuck is a narc.
Yep.
Snitches get stitches, or samurai somethings. Here's the thing. The boy here obviously has problems, and getting the sheriff involved is just going to make his day even worse than it is already. Make his day worse? Yes, Chuck. I know, but look, he just tried to kill me. Now, Chuck, to be fair, you pulled on him before he pulled on you. The boy was just defending himself. No one would see it otherwise, especially after they clean him up and see a kid under all that dirt. Come here, son. Let you two shake up and make up. That's good. Now let's put this behind us and move on, okay? Hey now, where do you think you're going? I thought we was going to put this all behind us. Maybe in here. But I can't turn you loose on the town like this. You're still pretty angry about something, and it's my civil responsibility to help you sort it out. I'm fine. I just need to control my tempers, y'all. While you're carrying samurai steel? I don't think so, son. A real samurai doesn't control his temper. He masters it. You ain't Japanese. What makes you think you know so much about samurai? Well, now, to be fair, you aren't exactly Japanese either from the look of things. And I met one of them once. It was about 20 years ago. I was a younger man then, maybe a little older than you are now. I went to see Barney Bison's Wild West show. Unfortunately, at the time, I was having some problems with my stomach, and nature called just before the show began. And wouldn't you know it, there was a line a mile long at the outhouses. I knew I wasn't going to last, so I started looking for alternatives. I saw some bushes off in the distance.
Oh, watch your language, y'all.
I saw some bushes off in the distance and started off running, praying fervently that I'd make it in time. You want to just skip past this part? I don't reckon I need all the details. All right. So I made it, did my business, just in time too. But on the way back, I ran into a pair of copperheads, and they didn't look too happy to see me. There ain't no copperheads around St. Louis. Rattlesnakes, maybe. Lying priest. I ain't gonna listen to no more of this. Now, hold on. Who said it was in St. Louis? And besides, that's not the point. So there I was, standing in front of a couple of rattlers, when all of a sudden, whoosh, he was a little guy, maybe 5.5 feet tall, wearing boots, covered in dirt and manure. It looked like he'd been cleaning the animal pens. But there was a look in his eyes, a certain sort of confidence that told me there was something more to him than I could see. Some sort of honor buried underneath the mess on the outside. And that sword, beautiful. It was simple, with a long, thin blade with an inscription near the hilt. Razor sharp. I'd never seen anything like it before. I tried to thank him, but he ignored me. I don't know why. Maybe he didn't understand me, or maybe I didn't understand him. He took off and went back to the show. Many years later, I came across a book about the Japanese and their samurai. Thanks? I can only assume that's what he was. Great! Can I get going now? Aren't you listening to me, son? I'm trying to tell you I saw a sword like that before. Just like that. As a matter of fact, that's the sword that saved my life. And here you are, waving it around like an idiot just so you can scare a bartender out of a bottle of whiskey. There's no way that man would have given you his sword if he knew you were going to use it like this. Which leads me to think maybe you stole it from him. Stole it? Get out of my way, Father. I've been patient enough. I ain't never killed me a priest, but there's a first time for everything. Well, hold on now there, son. I'm not looking for a fight. I'm just looking for the truth. Tell you what, my church is right around the corner. Why do you say we head over there and talk this through? I'm sure Bo's got a room that can hold you until you cool off a bit. Oh, here we go. Or if you prefer, the sheriff's office is right across the street. And I'm sure Bo's got a room that can hold you until you cool off a bit. We can talk. I ain't got nowhere to go anyway. Well, all right then. Well, here it is. The house of the Lord, at least as far as we Episcopalians are concerned. Which reminds me, have you heard the good news yet? I ain't interested in all that, Father. If you brought me here to convert me. No, I just want to talk. Just thought I'd make some conversation is all. Come on, my office is in the back. Oh, and son, this is holy ground, as I was saying. So, your weapons, you won't be needing them anyway. You can have the guns, but the swords stay with me. Just leave them on the altar. They'll be safe here under the eyes of God. No, I swore an oath never surrender these swords to nobody, not even Jesus himself. If he wants them, he's going to have to kill me first. Suit yourself. I'll watch your guns then. But I'll warn you now, if I see an inch of steel showing, you'll be eating lead. Fair enough? A priest who kills, Father. Don't that go against them 10 commandments of yours? Sounds to me like you ain't very good at being a man of God. Well, I guess somebody taught you something about the faith. It's a start, at least. And anyway, the good book doesn't say anything about shooting in self defense. There's a big difference between shooting and killing, Father. I wasn't always a priest, son. I picked up some trick shooting in my unsaved years. I could still shoot that sword out of your hand in the blink of an eye. I know a thing or two about trick shooting myself, and I bet before your finger pulled the trigger, your head'd be rolling on the ground. You want to see who's right? Now that would be pointless, wouldn't it? If I won, I might damage that lovely sword. Sorry this is taking so long. Door gets stuck sometimes. And if you won, who would preach my sermon on Sunday? Why don't you just kick it in? What good would that do? Well, the door'd be open, but it'd never close again. Most problems are better solved with patience than with force, son. There we go. Would you agree? Feel free to have a seat, by the way. So tell me, what's your name? What's yours? Reverend Stanley Paget, or Father Stan if you prefer. How about you? Out west, they call me Six Gun Sam. I'm sort of an outlaw, which is why I don't go around telling people my name. Just how old are you, son? 16? 17? 15? Right. Hardly old enough to shave, let alone be an outlaw. What did you do? You ever heard of Billy the Kid? They say he shot 21 men, one for each year of his life. Me, I've killed 30. I'll be 16 next month. Lucky for you and that barkeep, today ain't my birthday. I suppose we are, but that isn't why I brought you here to find out. You've got the look of a killer, and I believe you would kill an old man like me if it thought it'd make you feel better. I want to know how you got those hands of yours on those swords. Was that old samurai one of the men you killed? Oh, here we go. Though you would have to pick 'em off from a distance with a rifle. That ain't the way it was. I never killed no one that didn't deserve it. I didn't choose to be an outlaw, Father. I was forced into it. If you're going to sit here and judge me, I'm leaving. And if you think you're keeping me here because I'm afraid of you or the law, you're wrong. Dead wrong. I could have cut you in 100 pieces already if I'd wanna. But I ain't like that. I didn't bring you here to be judged, son. I brought you here to protect you. Old Chuck back at the bar, he's kind of a hothead. The minute he left, he likely went down to the sheriff's office and told his side of things. Now, nobody's going to touch you in here, but I wouldn't be too surprised if there's a group of concerned citizens who'll be looking for you as soon as you pass through those doors. And with you so bound and determined to be an outlaw, I'd say things could get ugly fast. So I'll tell you what, I got a lot of sway around here. And if I say a man's all right, folks will listen. You say you didn't kill anybody that didn't deserve it? I want to believe you. So sit down and let's start at the beginning. And you tell me where you come from and how you came to get those swords. You do that, and I'll be sure you get where you're going without any problems from anyone. And besides, you'll feel better when you get things off your chest. Sound good? We're doing a reading from chapter 1 or issue 1 of Six Gun Samurai. Wish we could zoom in on the panels. I can try and do guided view.
My Chappelle stands up against Marxism video is over 411 views now and trucking.
Nice.
Nice, baby.
Fine. Where do you want me to start? At the beginning. Where do you hail from? Nowhere in particular, so far as I can tell. My mama was part of a traveling circus. That one you said earlier. Barney Bison's Wild West show. Her name was Sharp-Eyed Sue, and her act was trick shooting. They'd build the crowd up real good before she'd come out, telling them she could shoot the eyes out of birds and the fleas off of horses.
Sorry, I just thought of the Johnny Cash song. My name is Sue.
She could do it too. I remember they'd throw a deck of cards in the air and tell everyone she'd plug nothing but the aces. And then as soon as her assistant yelled, "Draw!" Bang! Bang, bang, bang! 4 shots in 4 seconds. And 4 aces shot clean through the middle. Now he'd fall. And 4 aces shot clean through the middle, fall to the ground on top of the others. She never told them how she did it, and I think they knew it had to be a trick of some sort. But it impressed folks mighty well, and it made her a decent living. So I guess that's what counts. Well, Comixology is catching up on us. Well, it's pulling on up. Well, that's taking forever. Get out of guided view. Huh.
Comixology.
Let me hit the refresh. Let me hear the refresh.
James Hayes says this is one wordy comic book. Yeah, it's not a 2-minute read, so hopefully it's worth your time to take it slow and enjoy.
What about your father? I didn't have no pa. Father, least that I knew. Mom always said Papa was a good man, or at least too good for the likes of us. It's guided, but it's about once a year she'd write a letter begging him to come see us when he could. And every year she'd get a letter back with a few dollars and a note that said, "I'm sorry. I wasn't supposed to know, just like I wasn't supposed to see her cry when the letters came. You all right, Mama? Just fine, hon. Just fine." And she never said his name. Let's see if guided view will work. Anytime the script splits across a panel, it will not work. Well, I say it won't. We'll see. Too much of that going on out west. Too many young men fathering children before they're ready to settle down. Too many boys growing up without having a father to show them who they are or how they should be. I ain't interested in your sermons, Father. Save that for Sunday. I didn't have no papa, but I did have someone teach me about being a man. I first saw him when I was about 6. My mama just got me my first hat, and I was strolling round, showing it off to some of the folks I knew. There was a couple of hired hands hanging about, just slacking and looking for trouble when I walked by. Hey, cowboy, nice hat you got there. Can we borrow it? Give it back. My mama gave me that. Well, come on. Come and get it. Oops, there it goes. You best catch it. Varmints, give it back. Huh? Stop. You talking to us? Yes. Stop now. Leave boy alone. I'd seen him around before. Little guy. Shorter than most of the women. He did a lot of the dirty work, like shoveling manure and cleaning pens. Would you want to start a fight, old man? Come on. I can take you. Go ahead. Hit me. Yeah, I thought so. I heard you were yellow. Whoops. Looked like I dropped it. Hey! Stop your cry. Men are gone. Hat ruined. What do tears accomplish? Get angry. Get stronger. Don't let big men push you around. It's all muddy. I should have been mad, I guess. But what he said then, it made sense.
You're back.
Oh my gosh.
From that day on, I never cried when something didn't go my way. I just got stronger. And I eventually learned to shoot a gun, which helped my confidence some. By the time I was 12, bang, bang, I was almost as sharp a shot as my mama. Faster, too. Pretty soon I was so good she decided to work me into her act. We was good, real good. We'd run all of Mama's old tricks like we was dueling, seeing who could outshoot the other. Of course, every match would wind up being a draw. We'd play it up too, like we was getting mad at one another. So we'd tell the crowd we'd settle things old-fashioned like. 5 paces, turn, and draw. We'd say it out loud so they could all hear, real slow, to show them we was serious. Now they'd be starting to wonder. We'd say it out, huh? Are they really gonna do it? That boy, he gonna shoot the woman that raised him? And that mama, is she really gonna gun down her own flesh and blood? Draw! Bang! Bang! It was dangerous trick shooting the gun out of her hand like that, especially while she was doing the same to me. I don't need to tell you it took time to perfect it, and we both right nearly lost our hands the first time. But when we got it down pat, It was the best trick we had. At least till the day it didn't go quite perfect. What? What happened? You know what? I ain't gonna say. What? Why not? Because you didn't ask about my mama. You asked about that samurai. And what happened to my mama and me that time don't have much to do with that old man anyway. But you can't just leave me wondering now. You've got me thinking she died, maybe, or that she thought she shot you. Cult film video. We are reading Mike Miller's Six Gun Samurai. This is the first issue. This is part of the Meg campaign.
Available at thebangcomic.com in the description.
What's it matter? Things was never the same after that day. I don't like thinking about it. Besides, you didn't know her, so why do you care? Let's just skip ahead to that samurai. Now hold on, son. I told you before that I was at that Wild West show once. And I saw your mama perform when I was there. I believe she's the best gunslinger I ever saw, man or woman. I even chased her down and told her so when she was done with her act. There was a crowd around her, but she made some time for me, and we had a nice little chat. It's one of my fondest memories. So if some harm came to that woman, or she caused some harm to you, we just say I'm keenly interested in knowing what happened. You know my mama? She was like a magnet for men. Seemed like after every show she'd get mobbed by folks wanting to buy her a drink or give her some flowers. But she ignored them all. Said there was only one place in her heart, and it was filled already. By who, Mama? By your papa, sugar. Until the day my heart stops beating. So why are you telling me this? 'Cause, Father, I don't want you to think you was special. You was just another fan to her. And while Mama always treated her fans real good, she didn't pay them no mind once they was gone. All right, then. Let's see what you're saying. I wasn't special, and what happened was none of my business. So are you going to skip ahead to the samurai then, or? No, I guess if you was a fan of hers, I owe you the rest of the story. Besides, it kind of ties into that old samurai anyhow. My mama didn't die that day, and neither did I, of course. But what did happen probably made her wish she had. To be continued. Boom, boom, boom.
A fine reading, Edwin. A fine reading.
Oh, yeah, it is. It is a right good series. It is a right good series.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that in a trade, man. It's been a long time. And all this crap happening with Bill's just making it longer. Devil Sunburn has chills. Are they multiplying? Are you losing control?
I'm about to lose control. I don't think I like it.
No. It's from Greece.
Oh, is it?
I got chills that multiplying.
Oh, that's right.
Losing control. It's electrifying.
Let's see. Custom Elvis says emoji pay Eden. And James Hayes says, how is Bill doing?
He has not responded in a while, so I don't have. He's not responding on Facebook. He's not responding on email, and yeah. So I don't know. I hope he's doing well. Maybe he's just incommunicado, but you know, for all I know, he might be in the hospital. There's been no updates on his Facebook page or anything. So
Did we ever figure out how to do a private video?
no, I can't find an option to do that. The only thing I can do is create a video and make it private, but I can't do a private live stream.
All right, let me research that. Let me research because I would, you know, it'd be fun since you owe your subscribers a private video. What would be fun is for all the subscribers is to read Lone Star Heart of the Hero all the way through.
Yeah, we could do that. What? Eden needs a computer.
There you go. Computer.
Compuerte. Compuerte. What time is it? 9:44.
We might be able to do it via Discord. And if we need a Discord, there's one already set up. I could probably make a separate channel, but I'll figure it out.
All right. Yeah, if you could do a little bit of research on that, that would be fantastic.
Yeah, subscribers. So, and when I mean subscribers, I mean the channel members, the people who have paid to have the emoji. I think one of the perks was a private video. Would you guys like a little bit of conversation in a live reading with me and Mike Miller doing the entirety of Heart of the Hero? All right, so Monster Hunt, what page are you on again?
I am drawing page 21 as we speak.
Very nice. Very nice. All right, I have got to go in just a second. Since I showed the we read Six Gun Samurai, I should show people the Ronin book because they might enjoy that.
Yeah, do your thing, man.
Let's see. Let me pull this up. Yeah, this cat. I was just sifting through. I was just sifting through Kickstarter. I found it, and I sent the guy a message on Twitter. We started talking, and decent dude.
Oh, very nice. Good, good. Good to bring some new, fresh blood into our sphere.
Dude's, got talent. He's a writer. He's farming out his art, but he's obviously talented. Let's see. Here we go. There is my screen. I will put the Kickstarter link in the chat, and then we'll take a look at this Ronin book. We can go from samurai to samurai.
Samurai. All right. Add to screen. You're up.
All right. Where'd I put that crazy video? Or that crazy? All right. So he is. Oh wow. He's only. Let me hit refresh. He is only $70 away from his goal. Very cool.
That's the thing about Kickstarter. You don't have to hit refresh.
Oh yeah.
It refreshes itself. Yeah.
Oh, very cool. And you can see here, if you look right here, I'm a backer. I backed this one.
Oh. To be a backer too.
Let's see. The Ronin by William Dale Jennings is an amazing novel based on a Zen myth. The story as a whole is told out of sequence and from many different perspectives. Our books are a comic book adaptation of the novel. And he had originally kickstarted Ronin #1. Ronin #1 back in 2017. So this is #2. I like this. This cover looks sharp.
Yeah, it does. I like it. Good folds.
Yeah. I was looking at some art by Aaron Lopresti today.
Yeah.
It was a Wonder Woman. He had some gorgeous like scroll work on Wonder Woman's armor, but she had like a cloak on, and I was like, he needs to talk to Mike Miller before he drapes another garment.
Why?
Everything was beautiful except for the cloak, and it may have just been a time thing where the cloak got put in as an afterthought. I think it was just a fun thing.
That's interesting.
Scroll work was absolutely
Aaron's
beautiful.
a phenomenal artist. So.
Oh, he is. I think it was a partial piece. I think it was a partial piece in the cloak got put in. All right. Almost looks like your kids. Younger versions of
So many.
8 years ago in a village to the north. It doesn't matter if you attack me one at a time or together, for I am the greatest samurai that ever. Hiya! Come on, it is time. Hurry, he'll be leaving soon. Let's take the shortcut. I hate the shortcut. This is going to look good when it's colored up. This is solid line art.
Why do they hate the shortcut?
Well, it looks like it's a hard run up a hill.
Mm.
They're climbing a sheer cliff. Get ready! And then they've all count out here. And the master just walks right past him. Looks like he's closed his fans. One of these days he'll choose us. You watch, he'll leave that man alone. Mom! And get out to the fields. Your fathers are waiting. Someday I will be a samurai. Someday we'll all be samurai. You're wasting your time. That man is retired. This looks good, man.
Yeah, solid. Solid.
And then I showed some of the preview for the other one in color, and this will be colored. Looks absolutely great. This is the Ronin. This is the second book, issue 2. Let's see. I think he put some of it colored in here. Let's see. Yeah, and I kind of like this. I kind of like this coloring style.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, solid work. Good dude. Here's I was joking with him. I asked him how many buffets he had been barred from. But that is Ronin. So please do take a look at it right after you get you some 6-gun samurai. You can get the Japanese culture 2-pack. You can get the 6-gun samurai, and then go get you the Ronin, and you'll be all set up. All right.
Oh yeah. So what you got to go to dinner or what?
Yeah, I got to go cook the steaks. But just wanted to do a little. You know, are you ever going to reissue the Imaginaries? Do you have that on Amazon or just Comixology?
I think just Comixology. I plan not on reissuing it, but on redoing it.
You're going to redraw it?
Well, I'm not going to redraw it, but the artist of chapters 5, 6, and 7,
right?
Nikos Koutsis, wants to work on it again, and I'm like, well, I want to go back to the beginning and redo those first 4 issues because I don't like the art on them as much as I like Nikos's art.
Mm.
So considering redoing that when it's financially feasible. So,
And are you going to pull that into the Blacklist universe, or will it work?
oh, it absolutely works. I just have to change what happens at the very end, which I haven't even gotten to in the series yet. So when it gets to the end, no spoilers or anything, but Superhero G is going to end up in the real world and in the Blacklist universe. So he's going to be an imaginary hero who is given powers by his creator. So he literally has limitless. The limits of his powers are the imagination of the child that creates him, that
Right,
runs
right.
around as his sidekick.
It's kind of like the power bank. Yeah, we gotta do that one soon. That one's I'll pull a couple of those on Comixology. Hey man, we need a topic for tomorrow's Drawn and Quartered. Tomorrow's Wednesday, man. And you're still dead set against She-Hulk, huh?
Gosh, I knew you were going to bring that up.
Just not a character you're excited drawing.
I like She-Hulk from the 80s.
Oh yeah, man. But who doesn't?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Burns, She-Hulk. Maybe we'll do that.
John
She
Burns.
was Deadpool before Deadpool was Deadpool.
I guess. Breaking the fourth wall.
Yeah. Deadpool is like seriously a John Byrne character, you know.
Yeah. Let's see. All right, we're getting some feedback from the chat. Indie Dave Comics says cereal box characters.
No.
Let's see. Eric Charles Ash says Street Fighter characters. Well, I think everybody just want to draw Chun-Li. If you're going to do Street Fighter characters, though, we got to schedule for a time when Chun-Li can come in. Did Eden do a wardrobe change? She looks a little different.
Yeah, she's a TARDIS now.
Oh, don't be mean, Eden. You're smart in your own way.
What?
Oh no! You misheard me.
No, I heard the TARDIS. Yeah, it's a cool shirt. Did you buy that or make that?
It's
a onesie.
Yeah, it's a TARDIS onesie.
Oh, that's cool. That is cool. Oh, it is a TARDIS onesie. Is it bigger on the inside than it is on the outside? Let's see. Peter Sharon says Star Wars characters.
Oh, we did that. I mean, it's not like we can't do it again.
Do you want to do Rey and Darth Emo? Or do you want to do traditional Star Wars characters?
Yeah, the real stuff.
Luke and Darth?
Why are you trying to get us to do two characters, man?
See, you get a vignette. If you get two characters, we usually get some action.
Yeah, it takes time. It takes more time. Have they done Star Trek? No.
Yeah, do
Spock?
Dun, 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 dun.
Star Trek, I think we could just pick Star Trek. Everyone can pick their own characters.
Let's see. P Money says, Eden, my wife, is so jealous of the TARDIS outfit. Or hang on. All right, don't answer, Mike. Don't answer. Eden, which Doctor is the best Doctor Who? There's only one. Huh?
the 10th Doctor?
David Tennant.
David Tennant.
Wrong. The best Doctor is, of
Tom
course, Tom Baker. David Tennant is right behind him, but Tom Baker is the correct answer.
Actually, I like Capaldi better than Tennant.
Really?
I think his scripts were terrible, but
yeah,
him
I just never could get into Anthony Bourdain as Doctor Who. You
Oh, brother.
just
Capaldi was more in the line of Tom Baker than David Tennant was.
yeah, definitely.
And I think if Capaldi had the scripts that Tennant got, it would have been nobody would question. Capaldi was better.
Yeah, by the time Capaldi came in there, that show was already kind of converged, and it had the crazy lesbian relationship between the reptilian lady and
Yeah.
all. Yeah,
And his entire last season, there was
Madam Dash.
maybe 2 episodes that I thought were actually good.
how about Doctor Who? Or you think it's too esoteric?
I'd do it. I don't know if everybody else would
Would
want.
anybody, audience, what would you
Well,
think?
the problem with doing Doctor Who is it's dead now. The lady doctor has killed Doctor Who.
Mm,
Two fans ignore that doctor.
all right,
She's
so we
mad when I call her Nurse Who.
Nurse Who, a lady doctor. What? Hey, sweetie.
Hey, should I finish cooking the meat? It's
Yeah,
almost
and I'll be right out. Yeah. I've got to go in just a second. Doctor Who, She-Hulk, or Star Trek?
Why don't you post a poll on a poll? Post a poll. Post a poll on Twitter.
On Twitter?
Yeah.
All right, Doctor Who
She-Hulk or Star Trek.
or Star Trek?
No hotties in Doctor Who, plenty of ladies in Star Trek. The companions.
Should I put Amy
Yeah.
Pond?
Even
the
Eden
regular-
knows Amy Pond.
Oh, I saw her in real life. She's
Yeah.
very pretty.
I
She is
made
pretty.
Eden go meet her.
And then you have Rory as the Centaurian.
Yeah.
Right? He waited like how long did he wait? Was it 10,000 years for her to pop?
2,000 years.
2,000. All right, I will post a poll on Twitter. Tell you what, let me do that live so everybody can see that. Let's see. Dun 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 dun.
Yeah, we could do a crossover, and we could do She-Hulk in Star Trek as the Green Alien.
All right, what do you want to see on Mike Miller's Drone and Quartered tomorrow?
Ruth is voting for She-Hulk.
Tomorrow night. Let's see. Let's spell tomorrow night right. All right, Doctor Who,
Miggs says no, Mike.
Star Trek. Let's see, and let's see, poll length. Yeah. Well, actually, we only need
Miggs, what character would you pay the most for at auction?
Star Wars. We'll put Star Wars as an option, or She-Hulk. So this is kind of weird. We've got like a movie, a show, and a movie, and a show, and then She-Hulk.
Yeah.
Is there a hyphen in She-Hulk?
I think so.
All right. Well, it doesn't have one today. Let's see. Let me copy this post. I'll put it into the chat. Put it into the chat. Let's see. Where'd you go, chat? You're hiding from me. I got so many crazy tabs open. There you go. Get your votes in. And that's what we'll be doing tomorrow. So it's going to be
Miggs actually gets 5 votes.
Miggs, that sounds fair. Rhaegar Targaryen says, how about She-Hulk beating up Kylo Ren? All right, Mr. Miller, I need to finish cooking these steaks.
All right, then I'm going to wrap this stream up. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Thank you, Edwin. And I think, guys, if you want to join me, I think I'm going to swing over to Engelteen's. Let me see if I have a link for it here. Yeah, I'm gonna swing over there and just chat in there for a little bit. Copy, paste. You guys want to mosey on over there and hang out for a bit, then please do. He's on I Love Comics if you don't want to follow the link I just dropped in the chat. Otherwise, thanks everybody. Love to you all, and I'll see you in a bit. Edwin, aloha.
Aloha.